Hello, friends, and welcome to It's About Time. I'm Vila-Sheree, and I am about to embark upon arguably the nerdiest thing I have ever done. I intend to reconstruct the chronology of my favorite television show of all time, right? Lost. I first watched this show with the rest of the US back when it aired, and it aired all over the world, of course. But I was a part of, those weekly water cooler conversations in the office and theorizations. And that really was a very fun time to be a part of the Lost community. Since then, I have watched at least once every single year. At least once. It is my favorite show, and I know a lot about Lost. So this is not a first reaction video like many of the others that you see that I love. I love watching the reaction videos. But I repeat, this is not a first reaction video. So what I am attempting to do is to reconstruct or put Lost into chronological order. I'm going to watch it in the order that it aired, but I'm going to be building a timeline as I go along. And in the end, I hope to have a full timeline. And there are a few websites online that say they have put together the chronology, but I haven't been quite happy with those because I think too many details are left out. That could be interesting to real, lost people like us. Over the course of this process, one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to be using a variety of sources in addition to the show. Of course, probably Lostpedia, that's the main Bible for the show, and also something that I have called the Lost Encyclopedia. Um, my husband gifted this to me uh, back at the end of the series, back in 2010. So it really is a valuable book, has a lot of great details in it. And so, I'm looking forward to using this. Oh, I found some of my notes from back in the day inside of here. So that's awesome. um, so if you have not seen Lost, this is a disclaimer. If you have not seen Lost, or if you are in the middle of watching Lost and you're looking at reaction videos as you're kind of watching, click off now because this is going to be riddled with spoilers. Again, I repeat, this will be riddled with spoilers. First time viewers, this is really not for you. This is for people that already know and enjoy Lost and can fully participate in the conversation that we're going to have here, okay? So, this is a community, so please feel free to tell me if I'm off or if I'm not seeing something right. And let's have some healthy dialogue and some laughter along the way. It's going to be fun, I feel like. This is going to be fun. So I have a feeling that I may need your help for some of the clues and the time clues and the time stamps. And so we're going to, really try to reconstruct this timeline. And we'll probably look a little bit at the numbers too. We'll try to point some of those out and make it kind of fun for us. So all right, let's put Lost in order. So I'm going to keep these videos on YouTube pretty short for copyright, as you know, but you can see full episodes with no commercials by becoming a patron at patreon.com. It's About Time. That's the name of my show. And so we know that Lost was a series that aired in the US from September 22nd, 2004 to May 23rd, 2010. And September 22nd, 2004 is also the day of the plane crash. So we'll start with that date.
So let's get into the show. Let's get into season one, episode one. I have to confess, rookie mistake. I lost my footage from season one, episode one. So here I am again recording that for you. So let's just get into it. Back to September 22nd. Let's go. Jack opens his eye. Jack is in the bamboo forest. It just starts us off great. You know I love this show. And here we go. Vincent is coming to see him. Come on, Jack. It's so well done. He runs through the bamboo forest and then it opens up to this great beach shot. Calm and Vin. Mayhem on the beach. I shouldn't laugh at that. It's just that I love the show. Jack's mind is going, and he's triaging, right?
How many months pregnant are you? I'm
8. Oh yes, I'm going to be calling out the numbers. You better believe it. And if I forget any, leave them down in the comments.
Listen to me. Look at me.
I mean, Claire.
Jack! Stop. Her head's not tilted far back enough. You're blowing air into her stomach.
Boone is a licensed lifeguard.
You stick the pen on the throat?
Right. He's seriously asking around.
Big deep breath. Big breath.
Catastrophe after catastrophe. Oh gosh.
I don't know which one will work best.
Boone is back with these pins. It's a good looking boy.
Excuse me. Did you ever use a needle? Did you ever patch a pair of jeans?
I made the drapes in my apartment.
That's fantastic. Listen, do you have a second? I could use a little help here. It's for your hand.
You don't seem afraid at all. I don't understand that.
Well, fear's sort of an odd thing. First solo procedure was a spinal surgery on a 16-year-old kid.
16.
13 hours I was closing her up and I accidentally ripped her dural sac. And the terror was just so crazy. So real. And I knew I had to deal with it.
Come on and act, Matthew Fox.
So I just made a
Yes,
choice.
sir. Deliver.
I'd let the fear in. Let it take over. Let it do its thing. But only for 5 seconds. That's all I was going to give it. 4, 5. I went back to work, sewed her up, and she was fine.
If that had been me, I think I would have run for the door.
No, I don't think that's true.
Because Kate runs.
You're not running now.
Think he's gonna live?
Do you know him?
He was sitting next to me.
Did anybody see that?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Terrific.
So how's the drink?
It's good.
That wasn't a very strong reaction.
Well, it's not a very strong drink.
And then she tosses her head back. Cindy just flirting with Jack. We saw that.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Guess he really had to go. Sir, excuse me.
23. They're in row 23.
My husband keeps reminding me that planes want to be in the air.
Well, he sounds like a very smart man.
Be sure and tell him that when he gets back from the bathroom.
Kate, you showed me where the smoke was.
I always wondered that too. Why was the sound familiar to Rose?
Well, you're gonna need better shoes.
Did they ever answer that? I feel like they didn't. This is day 2, September 23rd now. And so Jack, Kate, and Charlie are going to the cockpit.
Have you ever met anyone?
Oh, he's still alive.
16 hours.
16.
We turned back to land in Fiji. By the time we hit turbulence, we were 1,000 miles off course. They're looking for us in the wrong place.
Yep. Terrified. It's the pilot's wings. And there he is up in that tree.
Did you see it?
And I love that they don't show us yet.
It was right behind me.
And then they'll show us in the end.
Guys, how does something like that happen?
It's perfect. So well done. Yes, yes, yes. And that is it. That is it for episode 1. The pilot, part 1, season 1, episode 1. I love that, it's the pilot of the show, but also, we end with the pilot of the plane, and we see his demise. So that really covered day 1 and part of day 2. Really, really good. So what I have on our timeline is, September 22, 2004, day 1, Oceanic 815 crashes on the island. Also, the survivors hear the smoke monster and they see the trees move, very scary. And then on September 23rd, 2004, day 2, Jack, Kate, and Charlie go to the cockpit and they encounter the smoke monster, and the smoke monster kills the pilot. So that's what we know so far in our timeline. You can get the full timelines on Patreon by going to patreon.com. It's about time to learn more. You can also watch ahead. I'm going to be 3 episodes ahead on Patreon, so you can visit us there. Thank you so much for watching. It's about time.